The story you are about to see is true, and is based on facts derived from documentable sources as available at the time of the production of this video in 2009. Date: May 29th, 2009. Time: 09:45 hours Pacific Daylight. Location: Columbia River Bar, Peacock Spit, the graveyard of the Pacific.
Coast Guard, mayday!
Rated by Lloyd's of London as the single most hazardous bar crossing on Earth, the Columbia River Bar is so consistently dangerous with its high surf at full tide runout, or ebb, that the U.S. Coast Guard National Motor Lifeboat School is permanently located there, along with the Advanced Rescue Swimmer School. The National Motor Lifeboat School is the nation's Top Gun heavy surf training facility, where the Coast Guard's best rescue boat drivers are brought to train on how to survive these inherently dangerous conditions. Conditions that can be deceptive and can change in a matter of minutes from flat calm to 35-foot standing waves. Every year, the Coast Guard saves many lives on the bar, so local knowledge is a must during extreme conditions, and all major shipping is required to have a pilot on board who knows the conditions. From the National Weather Service, Columbia River Bar, 8:59 a.m., Friday, May 29th, 2009. In the main channel, combined seas 3 to 4 feet today and tonight. However, seas will temporarily build to near 7 feet, with a few breakers possible during the strong ebb tide around 9:15 this morning. 2009 NOAA Tide Predictions. Columbia River Bar entrance. May 29th, 2009. 6.6 foot tidal exchange with max ebb tide at 9:15 a.m. Water temperatures mid-50s.
You were going from a plus 7 foot tide to a -1, and then when we were coming across the bar that morning, the buoys were laid over at 30 degrees because the water was running out. Oh golly, I want to venture to say 15 to 20 miles an hour. The water was flowing fast, and the chop or the troughs were, shoot, they were probably 4 seconds, maybe less. Something I wouldn't want to do.
The active participants: United States Coast Guard 47-foot motor lifeboat crew from Station Cape Disappointment, Washington, and an MH-60J rescue helicopter crew from Group Air Station Astoria, a watchstander in the Cape Disappointment Observation Tower. United States Coast Guard's Rescue 21, the advanced command, control, and communication system created to improve the ability to assist mariners in distress and save lives and property at sea. Mission: rescue at sea. Experience: professional. Best in the world at the Columbia Bar. 6 airmen from Oregon Air National Guard's 125th Special Tactics Sqaudron, AFSOC, and 1 2007 USIA 31-foot Special Action Vessel 3, manufactured in Tillamook, Oregon, powered with 2 custom-built counter-rotating 250 horsepower Mercury Optimax racing engines. Mission: training, operational trials, or scuba diving. Experience: no documentation of any Columbia River Bar crossings available. Kim Johns, President of USIA and designer and manufacturer of the 125th SAV-3. Mission: provide outstanding performance as a proven, fast response, shallow draft patrol vessel with multi-mission capability, designed to become an unusually stable rescue platform in the unlikely event of a major mishap. Experience: U.S. Coast Guard licensed inland master and operator of uninspected passenger vessels near coastal, 16 years, with over 1,000 documentable hours in the North Pacific Ocean and 100 Columbia Bar crossings. U.S. Department of the Interior motorboat operator instructor.
Time 09:45 hours Pacific Daylight. Location: Columbia River Bar, Peacock Spit.
Coast Guard, mayday!
No boat has ever been built that is impervious to these conditions. Every special purpose rescue craft placed in service by the U.S. Coast Guard on the Columbia River has either been pitch-poled or rolled over by the bar conditions and suffered major damage as a consequence. This includes vessels specifically designed to work in these conditions, such as the famous 44-foot motor lifeboats, as well as the modern 47-foot boats which replace them, seen in this video. 90% of all rollovers or other boating mishaps on the Columbia River Bar are the result of operator error. Operator error can occur even with the best trained crews. For example, trained Coast Guard coxswains have suffered such mishaps as have local commercial fishermen with a lifetime of experience crossing the bar. It only takes a split-second error in perception, timing, or simply underestimating a sudden change in conditions to create an unrecoverable situation. It is well understood that once the height of the swells meets or exceeds the beam of any boat, it can easily be flipped over. Overpowering in these conditions can also result in sailing the boat under by plowing the bow into the bottom of a swell or the rise of a following wave. Combinations of these issues, which are common errors made during full ebb surf conditions on the bar, can be extremely difficult for even the best of boat handlers. USIA's multi-purpose vessel was deliberately designed to be one of the safest crafts afloat. The inherent safety designs of the SAB-3 directly contributed to the safe return of all aboard in this incident. The boat was never designed to be self-righting as its primary mission, but exhibits outstanding performance as a fast response, shallow draft patrol vessel with multi-mission capabilities. However, it is designed to become an unusually stable rescue platform in the unlikely event of a major mishap. The boat has large, all-welded aluminum tubular flotation sponsons surrounding the hull. The size, shape, and placement of these sponsons provides extraordinary emergency flotation and stability if the boat ever becomes inverted. The extraordinary width inherent in the boat's shallow draft modified V design stabilizes the vessel by virtually eliminating the tendency common in typical small boats to roll uncontrollably in high surf conditions, making it impossible for survivors to remain on an overturned hull and survive. Furthermore, the broad and relatively flat bottom surface, along with the inherent stability contributed by the sponsons, provided better footing and a large area for survivor positioning. This unique design takes into account the weight of the twin outboard motors to depress the stern, creating a boarding ramp for survivors to swim up to and climb aboard. Once aboard, they can make their way forward to take advantage of usable rescue positioning that is survivable in moderate surf and providing approximately 2 feet of free board in calm water. In this case, the inherent safety of this design worked flawlessly, resulting in the unprotected crew, who apparently were not wearing the recommended protective anti-exposure suits or PFDs, surviving a potentially fatal event. Not only did everyone aboard survive, but they required no hospitalization for injuries or hypothermia. This video footage of the actual rescue shows that USIA's vessel was so stable that one of the survivors was actually able to safely stand on the upturned hull during the rescue transfer. Also keep in mind, the craft was designed as a stealth, offensive tactical platform. It has low detection at sea and is coated with radar scattering paint. It's going to be hard to locate, even harder to locate upside down.
Date, June 2nd, 2009. 4 days later, the fishing vessel Genesis out of Garibaldi recovered the SAB-3 off of Bay-Ocean Peninsula, outside Tillamook Bay, Oregon, 23 miles south of the Columbia River Bar. Still high afloat, the Genesis towed the SAB-3 upside down through the Tillamook Bar to the Coast Guard station. Date, June 8, 2009. Captain Stephen Bromar, Oregon Military Department, confirms the SAB-3 is at the Portland Air National Guard Base.